All right, how's it going, everybody? It's Red Friendly Cheesecake Trent Sneed up in the booth here tonight for Wild Horse Racing's short track. I almost said Super Speedway. Short track series. We're at Five Flags for the first annual Wild Horse Pisssicle Classic. And yes, I came up with that names exactly 10 minutes ago. I'm very clever. Right now, just over 2 minutes remaining. Marquis Smith in the number 24 Hyundai Veloster. I forgot what that's actually called. All I know is it has HVAC tape for the front end of it. He's currently fastest right now, the 16-second 3/10. Number 91 of Dan Atkins, currently P2 in practice, followed by number 44 of P. Paul Clifford Mullins. Lou Hoyt in the number 9 is P4. And we have the number 87 of Lucas Edwards. I almost said Michael Edwards. If you've been here for a while, you'll know why. We got number 4 of Sir Matt Stern. We got the number 70, the horny one, Harry Grindell, makes his triumphant return to Wild Horse Racing. We got number 36 of Ian Montrose, the 3 of Dakota Lee, and the 71 of Andrew Bleach. And that is the 10 drivers that have currently registered for the session. Hey, Cougar. Hey, Gatlin. Gatlin, if you're not in the Wild Horse Discord, let me, Andrew, let one of us know. We can get you in here if you want to run this. But with a minute remaining here, we'll go ahead and get our point standings up and going. Wow, that is completely in the way. It won't let me move it. It won't let me move it. Why will it not let me move it? Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm only a lot angry about it. But Lucas Hoytsma is your points leader, followed by Cliff Mullins, Andrew Beach, Matthew Stern, Jeremy Scherer, Dakota Lee, and Daniel Llewellyn. And that is the point standings thus far after one event. As Andrew just died there in the background, we're just going to pretend we didn't see that. That'll be a backup car heading into qualifying. Hey, Daniel. For some reason, the chat, I tried to log in to the YouTube thing through OBS, and it didn't work. So now I'm going to have to go back and forth on my phone. So if I forget to check that, my condolences. I have a room temperature IQ, and my attention span's even shorter in seconds. So drivers coming out on track right now for qualifying. Andrew on pit road. Is there anyone actively on track? Looks like Andrew and Marquise, the first guys out on track for their qualifying attempt. Marquise trying to get his tires warmed up. Matthew Stern coming off the pit road. P. Paul Mullins puts his GTO out on track. Horny Man Harold looks like he's about to start his first lap as we're about to see laps start clicking off here. Lucas Edwards in the 87. I'm going to get him and Lucas Hoytsma confused at least once. As laps funneling in right now, Andrew Beach P2, immediately overtaken by the 24 of Marquis Smith. 70 of Grindell jumps P2, 5/100ths off. P. Paul Mullins 4th, Matthew Stern 5th. And something tells me Andrew may have goofed. These guys, I think, only get one lap of qualifying. I think Andrew goofed. Stan Atkins puts the number 91 on pole, the 16.386. Allie, for the record, Andrew had already made his nickname Peepaw, like for the roster name, and I was literally on my way to do it, but he already beat me to it, so it was gonna happen either way. 10-4 Gatlin, we'll probably get you taken care of. If not after this, we'll get you in time for either your choice of super speedways or short tracks next week. It's just under 2 minutes remaining, and
I made this side.
Oh my god!
With the Super Speedway series, so my bad.
That scared me. That was really loud. It startled me. I almost spilt Dr. Pepper all over me. Yep, he goofing. The Peepaw jokes is because Cliff is old as shit. Daggum. Did Andrew or someone get you in that quick? Our 11th entry in car number 11, Gatlin Downey. Lead, 10 seconds. It's only a little awkward. Where's Cliff at? Is he at the bathroom?
Harry,
Is he on the roof?
I'm not sure either. Dave is also in another country.
I thought Cliff somehow made it on the roof. Well, all right, that will officially do it for qualifying. We'll get our starting lineup up and going.
In here,
Andrew is still very loud for me. Dude. There we go. Fixed. Starting on pole, going to be the number 91 of Dan Atkins. Second, going to be the number 24 of Marquis Smith. Third, going to be number 36 of Ian Montrose. Fourth, we're going to have the number 9 machine of Lucas Hoytsma. Fifth, we have the 70 of Harry Grindell. Sixth, we have the 71 of Andrew Beach. Seventh is the 44 of Peepaw Mullins. Eighth is the 3 of Dakota Lee. Ninth is the 4 of Matthew Stern. 10th is the number 11 of Gatlin Downey. And round out the field here is going to be the number 87 of Lucas Edwards. So we can get Dan in here for a quick pole sitter chat. Dan, it's the cheesecake in the booth. You got me? Oh, man, you are a pole sitter here tonight. What's the plan to keep that number 91 up there for 100 laps? All right, man. Good luck to you. Oh, did it? Okay, I'll have to work on that if we get a caution. I think I might know what it's doing. Because it's showing an audio stream, at least through OBS, but I may have to reset the freaking thing. All right, well, Pace Potato makes its way onto pit road. Barney the flag man has the green one in his hand, and it do be waving. We're away from 5 flags. 2 wide into turn number 1, and right now, Marquise fighting on that outside for this race lead early. 100 laps on a single set of tires. Got to be careful with the 2 wide. You do not want to overheat it. Still 2 wide for the lead. 1 lap complete. 99/98 remaining down the back straightaway. Ian Montrose in the 36 side by side with Lucas Hoytsma there in a battle for 3rd. And at the line, the 91 leading the lap. Looking to clear the 24 off of turn 2, and he's got it. Oh, a wobble from the 24. That allows the 9 of Hoytsma to go to his outside. Montrose right behind. Still 2 wide for 2nd now. As Marquise just about able to clear. No, Lucas fighting back on that outside. Remember, Lucas is our points leader right now after winning last week at Lanier. Look off his rear bumper. He is under fire from the 36 of Montrose as well. Able to fall in line just behind Marquise. Right now, single file as they click off lap number 5. And Montrose peeking to the inside of Hoytsma for 3rd. Not able to do anything there. And Marquise way up the racetrack off turn number 2. Riding on board with him, looking off his left side window. 2 wide with the 9 again. And Hoytsma almost able to clear off of 2. Marquise still holding strong on that outside. With them being 2 wide, that's allowing this 91 machine of Dan Atkins to get about a 1 second gap. 3/4 of a second right now, allowing him to run smooth. I know Discord or OBS or something messed up. You couldn't hear the interview, but he said he just wants to keep running smooth, keep the tires under him. 100 laps is a pretty long way to go on a single set. Marquise able to clear the 9. That Hyundai running good in 2nd, 10th of the way through. He kind of got the gap chipped down to 6/10, about 5/10 now. Back up to 6. We'll just have to keep that in the memory bank. Make sure he doesn't overheat them tires. See if we got any side-by-side action going. Looks pretty single file for the moment right now. As Hoytsma looking back to the inside of Marquise for 2nd. Riding on board, looking up the passenger door. Oh, contact, I think, just about made. Had to have been close. Marquise holding on the top. Them 2 out again. That's all the 91 wants to see. That allows them to air the gap back out. Seeing all the cars backfiring through the corner. Work their way off turn number 4. Oh, I saw the rear end of that 24 slide out ever so slightly. Lucas making up ground on the inside now. Off the corner, the 9 nosed out ahead for 2nd spot. See 24 loose again off turn 2, and Lucas, I think he's clear. He is. So Montrose in the 36 going to try and follow. I think the rears are pretty hot on that 24 right now. Right on board. See, 36 is ahead on that inside. Looking at the steering wheel, trying to see. He's having to correct it a little, not too much. And Grindell in the 70. A previous Super Late Model Series champion in Wild Horse. He's running in 5th, looking to the inside of Marquise. I think Marquise got in the wall. And he is definitely in the wall again. Under fire from the 71 of Andrew Beach and the 44 of P. Paul Mullins. See right front damage. Oh, and he is driving pissed. Meanwhile, Atkins, 8/10 over the 9 of Lucas Hoitzma. Montrose in the 36 moves up to 3rd, followed by the 70 Perry Grindell and the 3 of Dakota Lee. Dakota, after a rather disappointing start to his season last week, with having some VR issues, having some stuttering, I think he's just wanting it to stay smooth so that way he can keep it out of the fence and actually see what his car is capable of on a long run. Jordan saying that Dan is smooth, hardly makes mistakes. There's one other person that I immediately know that is the same way, and I've had the privilege of getting my tail handed to him for the past 5-6 years. And that's this guy right here. So this ought to be a treat. If Lucas can run him down, which he's got down to about 5/10 compared to 8, this will probably be a treat. See two, we call it smooth operators going at it. Got it down to about 4/10. So the big question is the 91 kind of backing it up, kind of saving his tires a little bit here and allowing the 9 to burn his up. So we're just now about a quarter the way through this one. Zoom it out here. Still single file. Top 2 is pretty much broken away. Oh, I hear someone in the fence. No caution. What in the world happened, though? Who got in the fence? Oh, Marquise got loose and chased it up, pounded the outside wall. And he has brought it onto pit road. I think he's calling it a night.
He hit the wall once or twice and it broke his car. Yeah, that was
30 laps in, 3/10. Oh, Lucas, I think, about clipped that inside barrier. That little bobble aired it back out to about 5/10. Montrose still trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. Harry Grindell and Dakota Lee all over his rear bumper. And Dakota looking to the inside of the 70 for 4th. Right now, this is the closest gap we got for 3rd on back. Atkins has got that gap kind of stabilized around half a second. And Harry, I think, almost got into the wall. Off of 4. The 3 pushes up. Does that allow Mullins to get a run on the inside? Looks like he was thinking about it, but still a couple car lengths off. Dakota not really able to wrap the bottom. At least at 3 and 4. Oh, that 36 is sideways. Hold on to it, Ian. The two Brits going at it. Montrose and Grindell. On board with the little front grill cam here. Being able to kind of air the gap back out to maybe a car length or so. That's about half a car length of the FOV. And Peepaw inside of Dakota Lee. This is for 5th. Mullins moves up into the top 5. Trying to get that GTO gripped up on a Friday night. And meanwhile, just saw the gap, I think for a second there was at 2/10, and it's only a couple car lengths. At 9's able to wrap the bottom there. Might be just a difference in a lane choice. So Lucas is just about there. He's peeking to the inside there off of 2. Looking off the rear of Atkins. You can see behind them the battle for 3rd between Montrose and Grindell. As Grindell officially able to go to the inside, down the back straight into turn 3. At 44, Mullins trying to join him as well. On board with Cliff, looking for a lane. Can Harry make the pass? Meanwhile, as that's going on, Hoytsma still trying to find a way around for this race lead. Not able to get under him yet. We'll look back to the battle for 3rd. As these two stay side by side, that's just also heating up the tires. As I saw it there for a second. Here we go. Battle for the race lead. Hoytsma able to get to the inside. And Lucas gonna take the lead here at 5 Flags. Now what can that number 91, what can Dan do? Kind of cool off the tires, kind of stay at least within striking distance if that 9 makes a mistake. Definitely not out of it yet. Scatlin down to that Circuit City, number 11. Ford Thunder Chicken about to go a lap down. As Grindell was able to get around Montrose for 3rd. Now Cliff Mullins, he's looking to get around the 36. I'll be trying to dime in the corner there, yep, that late diamond, get that run. He's there. 36 guy on the wall. Looks to the inside. This is going to be for 4th. Ian trying to hold tough on that outside lane. As someone said, take it. I don't know who it was. Two leaders able to get around the 11. Looks like with no issue. This old Peepaw able to get around the 36 machine for 4th. It's right now just over halfway. 87, Lucas Edwards. Trying to run down that 71 of Andrew Beach. That'll be for 6th. About 8/10 or so off that 71. Looks like the gap right now hovering around half a second between Hoytsma and Atkins. Trying to look at the ticker right now. I think the closest gap or battle we have, I think it might be between Grindell and Mullins right now. Cliff trying to reel in that 70. Cliff was close to getting the win last week at Lanier. Just couldn't quite get under that 97. Or 9. My apologies, I'm used to Lucas being the 97. As Beach trying to reel in that 36 and that 87. Looks like he's reeling in the 80 or the 71. Last car on the lead lap right now is the 4 Matthew Stern, and not going to be for long from the looks of it. Hoytsma a couple car lengths off with 40 to go. And he goes to the inside. So that leaves the 87. Lucas Edwards has the last car on the lead lap in that Dodge Intrepid. And Beach has reeled in the 36 of Ian Montrose for 5th. Trying to arc it lower to get that run. He's there just trying to find that moment to get around. I'm surprised no one has hit that pit wall yet. As something else, Mullins has just about... Oh, what happened to Dakota Lee in the 3? His car is absolutely destroyed. 4 down. That is not what Dakota... That's not how he wanted his not to go. That thing is destroyed. As I was saying, the 44 Mullins has reeled in the 70 of Grindell for 3rd. And the 9 of Lucas Hoytsma has come down pit road. Oh, no.
Disappeared.
Did the 9 lag out? Or did his game crash? I think his game crashed. That happened last night. So Dan Adkins going to take the race lead from Lucas, who I'm going to guess his game crashed. That happened to him last night in the Super Speedway Series. Well, battle for second now between the 70 and the 44. Same with Beach, still trying to get around the 36 of Montrose. 87 of Edwards right behind him. So a couple battles going on here with under 30 to go. 3.3 seconds is the gap now for the 91. On board with the 70. Hey, D. Waddy. Andrew all over the rear bumper of Montrose. Coming to 25 to go. Being really patient with this pass, but don't know how long the 87 is going to wait. I think the 87 is faster than both of them. This is the two main battles right now for second spot between Grindell and Mullins. And then for fourth between Montrose and Beach and Lucas Edwards. Lucas Hoytsma from the lead. I believe his game crashed. That's allowed the 91 of Atkins, Dan Atkins, to retake this race lead from the pole. And right now just hoping for no cautions. 3-second gap between him and second place. Has been one of, if not the fastest guy tonight. This is his race to lose. Still looking here. Whose patience runs out? And do we have a battle here for seventh between Matthew Stern and Gatlin Downey? 87's kind of fallen off a little bit between the 36 and the 71. He may have overheated his tires. Cliff's trying to work an angle here, down in the corner, get a better exit. He's looking. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it sounded like something just blew up in my left ear. That was actually really uncomfortable. And Mullins peeking to the inside. Off the rear bumper of Grindell. Laps winding down. Looking to the outside, maybe just trying to diamond the corner again. No, he's up there. If I could actually get a decent camera angle, Mullins up there. He's trying to send it in deep. He's not quite able to put it on his door off corner exit. Oh, he's going to give him a shot down the back straight, though. So the answer in terms of patience, Cliff has lost his first. He has officially said it is time to go. Saw a wiggle there from the 36. Andrew still want to get by Montrose. The 87 still a couple car lengths back. He's gathered it back up. Meanwhile, about a 4-second gap for Dan Atkins. Oh, he's there. 4-second. Cliff throwing it in on the inside. He's down there. Can he make it stick? Grindell trying to get that run on the outside of corner exit. Cliff had to lift. Lost the nose of the race car just briefly. Coming to 10 laps to go. And while you saw there just briefly, Montrose, Beach, and Edwards there still nose to tail for fourth. This is the main battle. Does Cliff try the bumper again? Looks to the outside, going to try and dime in the corner. He got a run, but he lifted. He's got to be able to time that just right to get firmly on Harry's door to make him kind of wash up a half lane or so. So we're going to be coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, Mullins tried it. He got loose off 4 there. A little bit of wheel spin. Looking from the front grill area again. May be trying to give a little love tap. Running out of time. 91 Dan Atkins takes 3 laps to go. As Hoytsma was able to reconnect to at least finish it out. 2 laps to go for the 91. Oh, and Harry fishtailing it. That mile allowed the 44 to get under him. And he is under him, but can't get the power down. Meanwhile, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go. It's going to be a caution-free event here at 5 Flags. The battle, still the 44 to the inside of the 70. Down the back straight for the final time. The 91 going to be your winner here tonight. Cliff throwing it in to the inside. Contact is made. Roughs him up. Side by side off corner number 4. And Grindell holds on to second spot. 3rd goes to Cliff Mullins. 4th goes to 36 of Ian Montrose. 5th goes to Andrew Beach. 6th goes to Lucas Edwards. Gatlin Downey gets 7th. Matthew Stern gets 8th. Lucas Hoysema 9th. Dakota Lee 10th. Marquis Smith P11. Burn her down, Dan. You earned it. We'll go ahead and pull them in here. Let me see. Dan, it's the cheesecake again. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, you are the winner of the inaugural Wild Horse Pisssicle Classic. Talk me through it.
That was pretty fun, man. I did not expect to get the win tonight. And I wouldn't have if that 9 Lucas wouldn't have lagged out or something happened there. But yeah, that was fun. He definitely had that had he not lagged out there.
I think he's been having some computer issues. I know his game crashed last night in the Super Speedway Series, but tonight it worked in your favor. You got that number 91 in victory lane. So congratulations. A caution-free event. Have we had a late race?
Quick. That was a quick race.
Have we had a caution there? Do you think you'll be able to hold everyone off?
I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to. I think, let me check my tires. Actually, hold on, let me back out. So I was 60, 60, 60, 87, and 66, 66, 67 on the rear. So, yeah, I mean, I would have maybe had a little something for him, but somebody might have got me. It's hard
Oh,
to
man.
tell.
Well, either way, you got it done here tonight, so congratulations. You got any sponsor shout-outs on that race car?
Yeah, let's get a shout out to Shoot the Shit Motorsports, Matthew and Lucas Edwards in here, some teammates that kind of helped me with today's race a little bit, but yeah, just shout out them guys.
All right, man. Well, congrats once again on the win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Dan Atkins, your winner here tonight. Were y'all able to hear him? OBS is showing I have an audio stream, and I reset it. So, I don't see anything in chat, so I'm guessing y'all heard him. Shoot the Shit Motorsports. That is a team name right there if I've ever heard one. Next up, going to be the number 70 machine, Sir Horny, Harry Grindell. Let me get the little thing here. I choose the wrong one each time, and I chose the wrong one again. God, I'll get it eventually. I may get my life together. Keywords, maybe. Harry, you got me.
I've got you.
Well, man, you started 5th, and for pretty much the latter half of this race, you and Cliff were going at it. How were you able to hold him off?
With a lot of sweat is how I was able to hold him off. I was driving this thing so hard. I was having parts of me start aching that I don't think I've had ache before. I was driving the hell out of that thing to hold him off. It can be difficult to pass here. It took me a while to get around Ian because there's not much difference in speed between the cars. You don't slow down much for the corners. So I was basically just, don't make mistakes, keep my speed up. Even if, Cliff had a look, and he had a look a few times, I was like, if I keep my momentum up, I should be all right, and just kind of just survived until the end, and we did get there, and it was a photo finish at the end. He got up to my wheel, because we went into 3 or 4, he nudged me, I caught it, we came off, it was a drag race to the line. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, that felt very long. I'm very tired now.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, that was only about a 30-minute race. That went flag to flag. That is shocking.
That felt like an hour and a half. I was locked in, going at it, going because I got a new space heater as well, and that kicked itself on about a third of the way through the race. I was like, no, I do not need that on right now. So I was fumbling around to try and turn that off, and yeah, just survived. I haven't driven this car in years. So to come back to it, because this is my first start this season, I missed. I don't remember what I missed last week, but I missed last week. But to come back to this car after all these years and do that, it's a lot better driving than I remember it being. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Well, man, you got any sponsor shout-outs on that, Renault?
Yeah, so Kamikaze Motorsport, Catgo Racing, Renault. We've got a Renault Rafale on this super late model. That is a coupe SUV. It's sacrilege to have it on this car. That's why I've got it. I think it's funny. And then obviously to yourself and everybody, all of the admin fathers within WHR for putting this back on. It is so good to be back. And yeah, we'll come back next week and hopefully do all that again.
Yes, sir. Well, it's great having you back. Previous super late model champion. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, many moons ago. Yeah, see you next week.
Horny man Harry Grindell, P2 here tonight. Now we'll go in, grab old P-Paul, Cliff Mullins. Hey, old bastard, you hear me?
I'm going to strangle both of y'all.
Well, before you do so, you got to talk to me about that battle you had with Harry for pretty much the last half of that race. It looked like I was on board with you a lot. It looked like you were just trying to arc the corner, get what run you can, and just find something. What more did you need?
I have missed racing against Harry like that because he's been in and out, with the different leagues that we've run and stuff, and so to be able to come out here and battle against him was a lot of fun. I can't. That's the line that I run here. A lot of people they try to do the early entry thing, which I do that some. When I'm trying to save the tires, that was kind of more early in the race. Right there at the end, I was trying to get everything I could. I knew I could. I was a little bit faster than he was. He just was so consistent on the bottom. I couldn't get him off of it without hitting him, and I just kept waiting for him to mess up. And I felt like I waited 30 damn laps, and he finally had one slip up. I tried brute force on the outside, that didn't quite work, and then he had one slip off of 4 right there, and that was pretty much what it took for me to get underneath him, and then it was just a drag race the rest of the time right there, and I did everything I could, and somehow that damn 70 car keeps finishing in front of me like that.
Well, he may have finished in front of you on this, but in bigger picture, I think this number 44 might be the points leader heading into next week. So what's the plan to finally have some sort of fuel to attack Andrew with?
Well, number one, don't choke. I've been notorious for doing that. Realistically, whatever gremlins that Lucas is having with his computer this week, that's probably the only reason I'm in the points lead, because let's face it, Lucas was probably going to win this damn race. But I guess we'll probably have to figure out what that is, and I'm not exactly the one to ask about it because you and him are the two that I go to when I have computer problems, so I don't know what the hell it is. But unfortunate to see that. So I mean, yeah, it's a good day in terms of points with his misfortune, but I just have to stay consistent and not junk this thing to the best of my ability, because everybody knows I like the late model way more than I do the super. And the fact that I've actually done this well in the first 2 races is kind of mind-boggling to myself.
Well, hopefully you can keep that the surprise momentum going. And I have a feeling with Lucas, it's probably something to do with this update, because it happened right as the update happened. So
I don't think it's happened before this. So yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
Because they broke VR, the UI in VR, pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah, you can't see shit hardly with the black boxes. But that's neither here nor there. You got any sponsor shout-outs, that number 44?
Yeah, got to thank Adam with AC Racing Graphics, putting it all over the car. And he's done a hell of a job with all these cars that he's got on his plate at this point. Got to thank Pisssicle Trailers, Curly's Guns and More, Wild Horse, you for doing all this stuff. You, Marquise, Andrew. Well, not Andrew, because he changed my name in the damn league.
Well, if he wasn't,
Alicia
I was.
and Emily for giving him the damn idea to do it. So Alicia, Emily, Jaron, all of them for constantly letting me do this stuff and sitting right here behind me and laughing the whole time. Shit, apparently when you said peepaw was the funniest damn thing she's heard in a while, so because she was dying laughing during practice. But yeah, all the guys at C2X, it was a lot of fun, getting to race with Harry, getting to race with Andrew for a little bit, Dakota and his drunk ass, Ian doing his usual drift stuff. So I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I don't know where the hell we're at next week, but I kind of can't wait for it.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see you next week at wherever the hell we are. I don't know. I'm just kind of shocked that we went flag to flag tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
All right, man.
Myrtle
well, congrats.
Beach.
Oh, Myrtle Beach. Oh, great. Yeah. So let's see what happened. Okay, yeah, Myrtle Beach. That's where I lost the championship. Yeah.
Redemption arc.
I might have to run a paint scheme very similar to that one.
Don't do that. The number change is working so far. All right.
Terry Labonte head ass. All right, that's pretty much going to do it for me here at the Wild Horse Broadcast Network. Hope y'all enjoyed the show.